Okay, ladies, let's get into this. An interview with armchair expert, singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran recalls his childhood relationship with his wife, Cherry Seaborn. In the podcast, Ed says he and his wife were really close friends growing up, but if he had dated her in high school, it would have been a disaster. Ladies, hearing Ed open up about his past relationship with his wife, it makes me think, what's something you're grateful that happened later in life?
Yeah.
I would say for me, having my twins. I always wanted to have twins. I used to always say, I will adopt if I don't have them myself, right? As a kid, as a teenager. And if I had them early, I don't think I would have been as good of a mom as I am now. And I'm not perfect and I'm not great, but I have more patience. I understand. I'm raising them to be individuals. They're not always twins. Somebody told me, don't ever let anybody label them. Like when I used to go to the park with them, if one was crying, they'd be like, oh, is that the one that's always fussy? And she was like, don't let people label your children. Say he's crying right now, but he's a happy baby, right? And so for me, I think now is a better time. I'm glad I had them later. I was in my 40s when I finally got pregnant with them, so it's definitely better now.
I love that you're saying that. I love that you're saying that because I think there is a weird societal expectation that when you're in your 20s and your 30s and your clock reminds you all day long that you're running biologically. But I'm so glad that I'm 42 now. I feel good that I've done a lot of great things in my life, that I've traveled, I've experienced, I've gone to over 40 countries. Like I'm happy, and I have money in the bank, my own, that I worked for. So I'm okay. And now I'm ready to settle and just be there for the baby. And I can't imagine that in my 20s. My mom had me when she was 16. I can't imagine that stress. And it did put a lot of havoc on her and my dad. And I do think today, the reason why Mama Maya is running out there right now, traveling as we speak, because she didn't get she's living that. She's living her best life. Everybody sees her and they're like, why is she like this? I'm like, because of my ass. You know? So I get that.
She's doing it the opposite. That is funny.
What about you guys?
I'm glad I learned how to drink later in life.
Really?
By now.
Yeah, you went into like academics and things early. You could not afford to be out there binging.
Yes, I could not have. So it's like, it's better like the fun stuff, the traveling, all that kind of stuff. It's like, now I appreciate traveling a lot more because now I read up on it. I know that, you know, I just appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah,
you know?
that is so true.